What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and welcome to another action figure review. Today, as you can see, we're doing the famous Cobra twins, Tomax and Zaymot. These are the two most recent pickups I got from the G.I. Joe Classified series. And if you hurry on Amazon, you can get them on sale right now. They're like $10 off. So go get them. All right, so let's start with Tomax here. Tomax Palloy, I think that's how you say it. Of course, I don't think. Well, yeah, we did have what you call it, the class. The original figures had all the figures, I think, pretty much had their file cards. Unfortunately, this version of GI Joe, you got to go to the website, and the last few times I've been there, it's not working. So it takes you directly to Shop Hasbro. So I'm not sure what all this stuff means. That means hand-to-hand combat. I know that. Motivated by money, like a mercenary. I have no idea. Oh, that is puppet. But and I don't know what that is either. You think that would be? I think Duke or one of the Lady J. I don't remember who it was. They had the 5 stars. I thought that meant like you're a general or something. But anyway, um, I'll try to look it up and post it in the video. Or you guys could just go to Hasbro Pulse, and they show you the different icons, but they don't show you like the symbol around them, so you know what level they are. But keep on checking back with Hasbro. And it looks like these were both done by the same person, because normally most of these are one-offs as far as the artwork goes. But since these guys are twins, I guess they decided to go with the same person for both. Of course, this is Zaymot. He normally outsells Tomax because he's more, I guess, interesting because he has a scar. So let's check out the back right here real quick. Doesn't look any different than the last couple of figures I did, but it has grown quite a bit since the first picture. You got Spirit over there, Lady J and Flint, Barbecue, and Beachhead, and those were Target exclusives. I'm guessing that's Snake Eyes right there. And Snake Eyes again up here. Baroness, Firefly. They are redoing him, thank goodness, because the other one looked horrible. And Major Blood. Each figure comes with, I believe, 5 accessories. Yeah. Alright, so let's pop them out the package and check them out. And just in case you're new to G.I. Joe, Tomax Zaymot. It's just Tomax spelled backwards. And for both of these guys, the inside is just a COBRA logo. I like his gun. Anyway, so we got them out of the box. Go right here. So it looks like they're packed exactly the same. It's the figures backwards. Okay, so we got Tomax out of the package here. Let's go over him first. Let's go over his accessories first. Now, what do you guys think? You can put it in the comments. What do you think about all this detachable gun pieces? I know some people are actually complaining because they're easy to lose all the pieces, but then some people really like it because it's more realistic, because you can take off the clip and the silencer. It comes with two knives, sort of identical. So this looks a lot like the one that came. I mean, maybe not. I'd have to look. It's similar to the gun that it came with in 1984 or 85, somewhere around there. So let's see. Let me see if he has any storage. No, just for the knife here and the knife here. So put the silencer on, or you could put a blast effect in there. You can also put a blast effect in here. My Baroness has one of these. So does my Viper from the 3-pack. So I'm assuming that goes in this way. So you can push it all the way in like that, or you can maybe push it in just a little bit. But one thing I did notice is these don't come with the that rope line accessory, which I really liked from the original release. So here's go over the paint on these. I did notice even before I opened them, they seem to miss quite a bit on here. Let's see where the mold is. There's a lot of overspray, underspray. I've looked through pictures online of other people's figures, and it seems to be literally like a figure-wide problem. They're all like that. He's got a pouch right here. He's got these cool little snake skin looking knee pads and cool snake skin pads on the thighs. Actually look like real cobras. He's got a knife holster here. Just his regular navy blue pants. A couple of straps right there. He's got glove, wristband. He's got a metal wristband on this side. COBRA logo right in here. Not sure what that is on the other part. But you got some stripes on there. A couple of pouches. Keep it within the lines pretty good there on the belt. And he's got a sash. That's kind of what he's got on his arm too. He's kind of like got a sash around his arm. And his metal shoulder armor. I guess you'd call this chest armor. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what that's supposed to be or what it's supposed to do. But also, if you notice, most of the Cobra guys have red Cobra logos. He's got a silver one, like an officer. So I guess you could say he's a little bit above the pay grade of an officer. I'll try to look up his file cards from the original, and then I'll put it in the video. But as far as articulation goes, they should have the ball with the hinge swivel up at top, but or at least all the ones that I've looked at so far have. It doesn't really come into play here, it looks like, because you can't really. I mean, he can look up and down just fine. for the most part. Not a whole lot, but and it gets some tilt side to side. And his neck does move with him a little bit, but it doesn't move a whole lot. Of course, this is a first impressions where you haven't really gone, fresh out of the package. So these got really tight joints. So he's got the butterfly joints. And a lot of people are like, why do they have butterflies when they don't really do anything? Well, if he didn't have this joint here, it wouldn't move at all. So at least it moves a little bit, one way or the other, like that. But, and then this is a rubber piece. It gets out of the way so he can articulate. And of course, they can should be able to get to a full T or better. He's got the swivel at the bicep, the double jointed elbows. Not too bad, not a whole lot of range. The more muscular are, the less range you're going to get, most likely. These look like, yeah, they're up and down joints. So he's got trigger hands, and it goes up and down instead of side to side. This one also same thing. Test the range of motion on this side, about the same. And of course, it's got the ab crunch, the brutal chest cut. That's what this one guy says online. And he can go quite a bit down like that. He can swivel a little, maybe. Or does he? Yeah, it's actually, the joint is actually covered up by this belt, and it's really tight. He should swivel at the waist, though. Yeah, he can swivel, but it's very tight. Takes a lot of work. All right, obviously he's got the drop down hips because they're already dropped down. This one's good. You don't have to oil them up or anything. It's nice and loose enough to articulate. This thing will get out of the way. You can do a full split either direction, or maybe not either direction, but you can go out this much with the drop down hips. He's got the thigh cut. He's not anywhere near as tight up down here as he is up top. Kick his back all the way. And yeah, he's got some swivels at the boots. Of course, you can't really go much forward, but a little bit. And then he can go a lot backwards with his ankle pivot. Yeah, so for the Crimson Twins, man, go get them on Amazon. They are great figures. Here's the dagger. It's pretty cool. At least it's got some paint on it. Put it in here. Well, it's not going anywhere, but it does go in pretty easily, but kind of loosely. It's not like super tight and hard to get in there. Same with this dagger, which is the exact same thing. That one went in a little bit tighter. And of course, he's got his gun. So the best way to get these in is you can get their trigger finger in there. Just put them to the side like this. Get it all the way through his hand. Then move it over. And it should go in there if it's aligned properly. Oh, wow. It's kind of like he's got two trigger fingers. That's kind of strange. See? He's got like a claw. That's a little weird. Oh, there we go. So there we go. So that's Tomax. And technically speaking, I mean, Zaymot should be more or less the same thing because he's pretty much the same figure. See, with this overlay on there, it's the exact same figure. They just glue this thing on this side, and they give him a different belt where the thing's on this side. So, all right, so I pulled out Zaymot's accessories here. But since they're both basically the same, let's check out their head sculpts here. Compare the two. So it looks like Tomax has a little bit of a smirk. Oops. Zaymot's trying to kick us in the face here. So there we go. Whoops. There we go. And of course, Zaymot's famous scar. So they do have different head sculpts. He actually looks more calm. He looks more aggressive. Which is kind of funny. Maybe he got humbled a little bit with it and got that big old scar. It's not as aggressive as it used to be. But anyway, so Tomax, we just went over articulation, but we'll do it again. Same thing. It's all the way up. Ankle pivot. He's got just as good articulation as Spider-Man. That's what I do like about the G.I. Joes. When they don't have too much gear on them, they can really get a lot of articulation. That's the best part about these. Hasbro nails it, articulation. At least they give them the parts, but sometimes the overlays get in the way, like the armor bits stuff. But so as you can see, this you can kind of see it's glued on there. It's not molded on, most likely. Oh well, there is a difference, I guess. This one's got this leg, so I guess they did mold a couple different parts, just like they give them both completely different head sculpts. But we've already seen the articulation. It's all the same. The design's the same. Everything's the same. You got the gun. It's the same. The silencer, it's the same. The clip, it's the same. There we go. And of course the two daggers. Oh, I didn't actually show them holding the daggers, did I? So make sure that I'm sure they can hold them just fine. It's actually a nice tight fit because those lower two fingers there are much closer. They're more tighter, whatever you call it. So let's put this one in his sheath. It's actually getting to be a little bit of work. Okay, there we go. Put a gun in his hand on this side. Again, do the same thing. Just kind of put it in sideways. And once you get it all the way down, twist it, and it goes into his trigger finger. And just to be thorough, put the knife in his hand, this side. There we go. So, overall, these figures are absolutely fantastic, especially for the price, because right now they're on sale for like $12.99. both of them each. So look at that articulation. Look at that pose. That's the best part about Hasbro. These ankle joints, when you got a figure that doesn't have too much gear and stuff weighing it down, you can really get some really good poses out of these things. And for adult collectors, that's perfect. And people who want to do the stop animation, all that kind of stuff, which I like to do, I'll probably take some pictures with these, get some Joes out, and have them fighting against the Joes, and put them in one of my videos, maybe this one. So this is my new camera. I haven't downloaded a video editor yet, but I will soon. So just gotta edit the video. I really don't want to edit these videos though, because if I don't, they stay in full high resolution, and that's the best part to me. So I might just pause it, put in some file cards, and then maybe put some stop animation videos out separately. But these are a couple of really good figures. Look at the camera, Tomax. There you go. Now let me check on their file cards real quick. So unfortunately, this is what it does when you try to access the G.I. Joe thing. And I did contact them about this over a week ago, talked to them. They actually went into the G.I. Joe, see if you go to gijoe.com, gijoe.hasbro.com. That's where you're supposed to go. And that's what it does. So it's still not working, and I did report that at least a week or two ago. So let me see if I can find the OG Tomax and Zaymont on here. There's the old gun. Here's the new gun. The main difference is it has a clip and it doesn't have a scope. So that's different. So maybe those were, I don't know if those were based off of the video game that they were trying to put out when these first came out. And there's a little pulley thing, string. And Crimson Guard commanders. So that's why they have the silver. So they're technically the commanders of the Crimson Guard, which are the red guys. And there's the file card back there, because they came in a 2-pack on one card. So I guess they have technically one file card. They do look pretty similar to the original design. So it says Tomax and Zaymont, file names classified, specialty, infiltration, espionage, sabotage, propaganda, and corporate law. Oh yeah, they were like lawyers. They dressed up as lawyers when they weren't in their COBRA gear. Place of birth, island in the Mediterranean. Spell out the name Tomax in capitals and hold it to a mirror. It reads Zaymont. The same holds true for the actual brothers. Each is the mirror image. I don't know what happened there. Of the other, except for a scar on Zaymont's face. Both twins served with the Foreign Legion Paras in Algeria before the officers Pooch, I don't know what that means. They owned their mercenary skills in the bush wars of Africa and South America. They were too smart to be soldiers forever. Went to Zurich and became bankers. They quickly found the ins and outs of international finance to be haphazard for their tastes. They preferred a situation they could control. COBRA was willing to give them access to that control. Now they command legions, but their legions wear 3-piece suits and fight their battles in executive boardrooms. These then are the most fearsome of the COBRA adversaries. They don't fight with steel and claw, backed with muscle and honest sweat. They chase you with paper, wound you with your own laws, wound you with your own laws, and kill you with the money you loaned them. So, so there's the accessories up close. They could have given them that wind pulley thing. That would have been so easy. And I don't know why their guns are so much different. I guess they're just more realistic. I like these better though, because they're the originals. And once again, there's the original figures. Can you guess which one's which? The one on the left has a scar. That's the same one. So even back then, they had the same design. The belts are slightly different, but for the most part, they stayed 100% true to it. The armor's a little different, and it's got these little rivet-looking things in it. But so I guess that explains a little. They're like puppet masters right there. Banker, the money. And they're commanders. So they're in command of their particular division. And I guess they're good at hand-to-hand combat. Alright guys, so that's it. That's Tomax and Zaymont from the Classified series. Next couple videos, maybe I'll try to put some action poses and a little bit of stop animation in there. Now that I got a bunch of these opened up now. So hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notification of future videos, and most importantly, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.